In the 15th century, a team of pirates went out to sea. They took only rum, dry bread, and jerky, typical sailor's diet. A few months later, they died a terrible death, but it wasn't weapons, depths, or underwater monsters that killed them. Only a few hundred years later, scientists found an explanation for this. Watch the video to the end and you'll learn why David Blaine ate glass and survived.
This is your What? Oh, Jesus, what are you doing?
How bad are your eyes, and what happened to those pirates. Ready? Let's go. Okay, first try to take a full chest breath through your nose. Yeah, come on, right now. Feel anything? Most likely, if you have no runny nose, the answer will be negative. In fact, few people notice these little features of the human body. One of your nostrils works worse than the other, but it's just now. If you repeat the experiment in a couple hours, they'll change. It's not about cold or nose shape. This change is necessary for a better perception of odors. Some smells are better caught when the air passes quickly, others when it's slow. Yeah, it's an evolutionary thing. If you've watched our previous videos, you probably know that people have gotten a lot from evolution. If not, take a look. There's a link over here. So nature's had a lot of good time, not only with us, but also with the other animals. Look at these mantis shrimp, for example. Oh, these guys just look gorgeous. It seems that they came from the bottom of the ocean right from a fashion show, well, or from a carnival. First, the mantis shrimp's eyes are very movable, and secondly, they have 3 pseudopupils located above each other. Each eye has an independent perception of depth. The shrimp see much further than people when it comes to the color spectrum, but all this incredible complexity of the eyes is absolutely useless. They don't know how to follow moving objects, so when something happens near them, they often look in a different direction. People are more logical in that respect, but our eyesight fails too easily because of many reasons, from poor lighting to heredity. Oh yeah, let's check your eyes. Yeah, right now. This is a very simple test. Choose a color that's different from the others. And now? It's much more complicated. And here? This stripe? Do those people exist who can see such a barely noticeable difference? You gotta be kidding me. Okay, now my eyes hurt. All right, now let's check your hearing. Let's start with frequencies that the human ear can't perceive. Then move on to the familiar frequencies and end with the low frequencies. Let's see what you can hear. And here's a test that may seem mega simple, but try to name the colors with which words are written out loud. They'll now appear on the screen. And then honestly write in the comments where you lost it. Okay, could you easily pass all these tests yourself? Show your friends, parents, your cat. Why your cat? But now pay attention. Do not repeat what you see on the screen. It can be dangerous. Illusionist David Blaine used to risk himself for the public. And let's face it, this isn't his craziest trick, but...
This is your glass? Yeah, this is your glass. What? Oh, Jesus, what are you doing?
He's eating glass. Oh my God, he's really eating it. Don't try to do something like that, please. Okay, it's really dangerous to eat glass. But it's possible. About 2 liters of gastric juice are produced per day in the stomach of an adult. It doesn't harm the stomach itself, only thanks to the mucous membrane. But once on the skin, it's able to burn through it. However, this is only a small part of the gastric juice. Hydrochloric acid in our stomach can dissolve metals, wood, bones, and glass. Of course, you'd have to have a really thick stomach wall to prepare for it for a long time, but theoretically it's possible. Apparently, nature has added this skill in case people suddenly need to eat some kind of cabinet. However, let's do without eating furniture. Hey, put down the nightstand. Put down the I said, excuse me. Sorry, the cameraman's hungry. So let's focus on other properties of the human body. If you hold a fingernail on the skin, it'll leave a mark. This feature is called dermographism, a phenomenon that causes the skin to change its color when slightly irritated. Most often it will lighten, may swell slightly in a few seconds, and after 3 minutes, the strip will disappear altogether. A stronger effect causes red stripes that last up to an hour and then disappear anyway. If you've noticed this reaction, congratulations. You are the most ordinary person. But there is another case. A really rare phenomenon is the appearance of swelling. It grows by a couple millimeters in height, it forms slowly, sometimes it takes up to 30 minutes. It lasts a long time and it disappears slowly. It's considered a type of hives. Some people may have to live with such a reaction all their lives and not even suspect that it's unusual. By the way, dermographism can be used as an additional symptom in the diagnosis of some other diseases. For example, in this way, severe poisoning or meningitis can be determined. In the first case, the reaction will be less than usual. In the second, it will be much, much more. And what about the ability of the human body, which everybody knows? Everyone who's ever held a balloon in their hands, a familiar pattern. Rub it against your hair, then stick it to the wall and ceiling. The splendor of static electricity. By the way, this skill has nothing to do with people magnets. Who knows how to stick different objects to themselves? They can be metal or not. Scientists generally think that this phenomenon is associated with too sticky skin and has nothing to do with real magnetism. Firstly, the followers of Magneto have no magnetic field, which is easy to check with the help of a compass. And secondly, mysterious forces can be easily reduced with talcum powder. Yep, talc is their kryptonite. It's not even green. However, talc is not the only substance with strange abilities. To see another one, it's enough to go to any pool. Doesn't matter whether it's indoor or outdoor, square, rectangular, or round. In any pool, there's this smell. It's the smell of chlorine. But if you can smell it, well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that the pool is really being cleaned. The bad news is this smell means that someone, well, peed in the water. I'm not kidding. The scent of the pool is caused by chloramine, something that's formed when chlorine and organic compounds are mixed. It can be sweat, dirt, body butter, or urine. Unfortunately, as long as chlorine is distracted by human products, it can miss really dangerous opponents. For example, E. coli. Therefore, in no case should you swallow water in the pool. Let the smell of chlorine not deceive you, especially if it's really strong. Well, and the main way to protect yourself and others, don't pee in the pool. What could be easier? It's much harder to give up some bad habits, for example, cracking your knuckles. Oh, did your parents also tell you to stop making that terrible sound immediately? It's annoying. Really annoying. And probably they intimidated you with stories about fractures, crooked fingers, arthritis, and other such things. How true is this? Well, for starters, let us understand how the finger crunch works. We have synovial fluid in our joints, which can be compared to a yolk that serves as a joint lubricant. When you stretch a joint, this fluid forms a bubble. Then it bursts. To crunch the same joint again, you'll have to wait half an hour for the gas to dissolve. And yes, it seems to be safe. A man named Donald Unger has been crunching his fingers on one hand for 60 years to check what happens. You know what happened? Nothing. No arthritis. But the clicks of other joints, or rather tendons, may not be as harmless. No serious research on this subject has been conducted so far, but just in case, don't abuse it. It's better to remember the points that are worth being pressured. No, not to make it hurt, quite the opposite. Let's improve your health a little. You have a runny nose? Just massage these two symmetrical points at the same time for a couple of minutes, and you'll notice that the swelling will go away. Well, or at least will reduce. Another useful point, the vigor point. It's the philtrum between the nose and upper lip, and it's believed that if you press it, you can really cheer up without any coffee or energy drinks. Just don't try too hard. There are gums in there. There are also similar points on the center of the palms. You can massage them at the same time and also cheer up. No, not simultaneously with your lip. Where'd you get so many hands? Even if you don't have any pain, which is actually a rarity in the modern world, you probably still face stress. Breathing exercises, some kind of sedation, or just 2 points located in small recesses on the back of the head will help you cope with it. They're right at the joint of the head and neck, near the hair growth line. You should carefully massage the points and it will relieve the stress. Well, in any case, you'll get a great distraction. The point located right here, above the nose bridge, strictly between the eyebrows, will help you from a headache. It also relieves the eye tension, but it's a bonus. And if you go a little higher, it'll improve your concentration, reduce muscle tension, pump your intuition. Maybe you'll just open a third eye, learn to read minds, and move objects just by looking at them. But we're not sure. Well, what happened to the pirates after all? The ones I was talking about at the beginning of the video? Their death was really frightening. Bruises all over the body, bleeding gums, rotting skin, and all because of a disease that many centuries later will be called scurvy. The hint was in their diet. The pirates didn't take any fresh fruits or vegetables because, Well, they're pirates, right? Boarding ships, taking prisoners, eating stewed cabbage? Not exactly their vibe. Well, in fact, fruits and vegetables spoil quickly, and it wasn't profitable for them to take them on board. But without vitamin C, which the human body is simply unable to produce, the bodies of pirates just began to rot from the inside. For a long time, scurvy was the main cause of death at sea. More people died from it than from heavy storms, shipwrecks, battles, and other diseases combined. It's believed that between 1600 and 1800, about 1 million sailors were victims of scurvy. Evolution has made us what we are today, and history teaches us to live with it all. Sometimes it doesn't work out so well, but hey, everyone makes mistakes. Don't forget to take vitamins, take care of your health, write comments under this video, and like it. And subscribe to the channel, of course. There are still a lot of interesting things ahead. See you later.